In a dramatic example of how strict airport regulations can unexpectedly disrupt passengers, a Condor Airbus A321 heading to Munich missed its midnight curfew by just 10 seconds, triggering an extraordinary 8-hour detour and a logistical nightmare for everyone on board. The flight departed Palma de Mallorca 2 hours late at 10:52 p.m. after securing a curfew extension to 12:30 a.m. But despite the fast flight path and efficient final approach, with landing gear down and runway in sight, the aircraft was denied clearance at 12:30 and 10 seconds, officially missing the deadline by a fraction of a minute. With landing band even a few seconds late, the jet was forced to divert to Hahn Airport, about 230 miles away, touching down there after 1 a.m. Passengers were forced to disembark in the middle of the night, collect their baggage, and board buses to Frankfurt. From there, many had to find their own way to Munich, finally arriving around 8 a.m., exhausted, frustrated, and more than 9 hours behind schedule. Meanwhile, the empty aircraft was flown back to Munich shortly after, arriving long before its original passengers. The incident sparked debate across the aviation world. Should curfews be enforced so strictly that 10 seconds can trigger a full diversion? Supporters argue that noise curfews exist for a reason, to protect local residents, and that giving one airline special treatment would set a dangerous precedent. But critics point out that the aircraft was already lined up for landing, with minimal noise difference between 12:30 and 12:30 and 10 seconds. They argue that such rigid enforcement is disconnected from the real-world experience of passengers and crew, especially when the alternative causes far more disruption, pollution, and cost. Some suggest a fine or warning would have made more sense than sending hundreds of people on a nighttime detour. But the bottom line remains. In aviation, timing is everything. One missed minute or even a few seconds can snowball into massive delays, rerouting, and long nights on the road instead of in bed. This event is a perfect reminder that behind every smooth landing is a complex web of rules, exceptions, and unforgiving timelines. And when those rules are enforced to the letter, passengers often bear the cost. So the next time you book a late night arrival, keep one eye on the clock. Because when curfew hits, it doesn't matter how close you are to the runway. If you're late, you're going somewhere else.